Hi then, welcome back to my training course. My name's Mike Sherritt. This is the Internet Multi-Level Marketing Free Home Business course that I've put together. And this is part 6, Creating Everlasting Relationships. Now, we went through part 1, which is why do people fail? Because they quit. Part 2, we set up the autoresponder, or you should have done by now. And I'll show you how to use it in part 7 with no website. Part 3, I'm showing you the system that I'm using to train yourself and train your leads. If you've not got it, I'll show you how to get it in part 7. Part 4, ways to get more leads sniper style. I've shown you how to do that through article marketing, and I'm going to show you a basic way to do it in part 7. Part 5, we went through prospecting like a pro, just for being yourself. I've explained how to become a better prospector, and now I'm going to explain part 6, which is creating the everlasting relationships. Branding yourself is a must if you want to see people see you as a leader on the internet or a superstar someday. If you want to be recognized and really succeed in your business, you have to stick out the crowd and give them something that no one else has to offer. This is about who you are and the way that you want people to see you. Now, there's millions of different ways to start branding yourself. One that you could start doing now is giving valuable information or teaching different online marketing strategies, etc. Sometimes you'll find some information that someone's already done before, but if you do it and do it a better way of showing people or explaining it better than what they do, or making sure you don't copy someone else's work, you'll stand in good stead for being an expert in that area that you've become good at and proficient at. Put a perspective on it, a new way to create new solutions for people's questions. When people normally do a search in the search engines, it's mostly asking questions on how to do something or information on certain products. Give them the answer in an article or video explaining, like I'm going to show you over the next month or two when you get these emails and videos. Show them personally how you do it. This will then start turning into personal branding for yourself. So then you'll have solutions to give people the answers, won't you, that don't know the question yet. You have to do some research on certain keywords and phrases, ones that you'll have to find you know something about, then use them in the title of your article or video, backlink them to you, and you start becoming a brand. Make sure that you get as much positive feedback as you can and show them tons of value, answers and information solutions to their questions. Make sure you're consistent. You can't just do it for one day a week and expect people to not to notice you. I do it consistently every single day. I'm doing something to improve my business, or doing something in the background to improve my business, like creating these videos and making sure that I keep constantly improving what I'm doing. This might sound sort of confusing, but it's quite simple. There's loads of different ways that you can search for keywords to brand yourself and make videos on. You go to the Google keyword tool like I explained in the last video. This will show you where you find out how many people are searching you and actually typing that certain phrase into the search engines every month. Here you can pinpoint what you want, and then you can turn it into a unique title that then you can use for your articles or videos. Now, this is just many things that you can do for branding yourself, but this is a great way to get you on the right path to creating that personal brand for yourself. You see, when people start looking for questions online, they find your article or video and they give them the right training and show them a new way to accomplish whatever they're seeking. Then in return, you will get a loyal visitor, customers, or even future partners consistently coming back to see you again and again. Another important note is that you have to find your own unique niche. You have to stick with it, and if you talk about something in your video, it has to relate to the phrase title what you gave it. Same goes with your articles. Don't jump to all kinds of different niches. I mean, it's good to know a lot of different information, but you should really master a few certain areas and share them on a constant basis with your fans, customers and people that are interested in what you've got to offer. If you can share it with as many people as possible, you get people to want to respect you so that you can they'll share your information as well on the social network, which is then what you're going to come forward through, and it's going to become like viral then. You need to get recommended by people. Once you start getting recommended by people, personal branding will start to blast off. You'll get thousands of people visiting you every month. It'll be a big turning point in your business. It'll also build confidence with more experience. Personal branding in your online business is a true way to achieve everlasting and life-changing success. All the top leaders in network marketing industry have huge personal branding reputations. Don't be afraid to do more video often. It's an easy way for people to get to be able to know you more. Video marketing is another key factor that I'm going to show you later on in this course about branding yourself. When people start seeing you personally on a video, they will start connecting with you and start wanting to join your business. Video marketing can really make a difference in your personal branding, creating a quality of following partners or future people that are going to join your business. When you do video marketing and you do it the same way as I told you earlier, people start to look up searching things and they find your video at the top, because usually YouTube videos and articles are the best things to get ranked on the search engines, and it gives you tons of traffic to your business website. You need to stand out. Your personal branding will always stand out if you do the right things and you're doing creatively. No one can be you, only you can be you. Let's say that again. No one can be you, only you can be you. You have a lot to share with people. Now go out and start creating your own unique personal brand. There's many network marketing programs which promise success in a wink. These can be very tempting, but once you join and you find out that it's not a case of merely joining, and you have to climb that ladder of success, you're going to have to realize and find the right program that you can use alongside that business to grow your business on a faster scale than you would be able to do on your own. You've got to make sure that your understanding of your program and absorbing the information over a short span is sometimes it's too much for people, and that's the reason why they quit. The right kind of attitude and positive mindset is a must when you want to climb this ladder of success as a network marketer. Practice is a good way of living. Once you join this program that you join and you're all in, you need to practice a good way of living. To influence others is to be like a role model for people to be interested to join your program. Just learning about the marketing program is not enough. You need to make your presence felt in different social groups and public forums. These get together as a good medium for people to meet in. It's an important factor that you have an established effective network of being honest and truthful and familiarity all together in these groups, so that all these people are kind of doing the same thing. They all trust you and they all know that you're an honest person. If you can strike a friendship up, then the business relationship becomes everlasting. Some of the programs aimed at striking gold overnight, and it really does upset me that people do believe this. Even networking professionals too, which they sadly turn to losing long-term financial benefit from their old program they just jumped from. You have to make sure that the person believes in that you're a success, and it's only possible to have success to create a win-win relationship with your new customers and your new distributors. The way to have a robust network underneath you is to have a track and make sure that you track the chain closely. Make sure that every person feels important and valued and benefited, because that is the way that you practice a good way of living. Main reasons for it wanting to go bad. One of the main reasons that people take immense interest in this concept is because they're tired of the rat race. They want to be financially free, and they want to depend on the ever-changing corporate world. They don't want to be dependent on it. One need is like the fact that they don't need to be hardcore selling just to see success in their field or whatever they're doing if they take an interest in it. All you need to do is listen to your customers' problems or your distributors' problems and offer them solutions. Just listen to them carefully and get you to the top of the ladder that keeps the interest alive in that person. Getting started in network marketing is probably one of the most exciting decisions I've ever made, because the thought that I'd be able to start my own home business is really, it's a joy for me to take every day. I wasn't very educated when I started over 10 years ago in any subject to do with network marketing. The opportunity for leverage and duplication was the reason why, and most of all, financial freedom. It all sounded great, but the truth is, I didn't really know how to make it happen. I wasn't until I became a student of network marketing, recruiting and stuff like that on the internet and offline as well, that I then became more confident in what I was doing. Here's a little recruiting secret that you can take away with you now. It's always good to have a proper network marketing tool. I've stressed it enough in these videos, and I mean, like, I have MLSP, and MLSP helps me train people. It also helps me give people free information that they can then find themselves and sign up to MLSP, and it does the work for me on autopilot. My uplines always told me to go and get fresh leads in order to succeed. I tried to call them as many times as I could, and I got through, and I got one or two, which I'm not disrespecting it, because I obviously myself as a company, I sell leads to people that actually work for people. So I know that it does work, but the fact of it being is that they'll get bored of doing the same thing every day. That's the reason why I'm showing you different strategies that are going to work for you if you put them all together in time. You must make sure that your network marketing system that you decide to work is able to fund all your advertising costs. That's the reason why I started MLSP. To make sure that you can generate leads by branding yourself as a leader. So you're not only just recruiting people that you're calling by buying leads, you're now putting them into a system where you're now going to get themselves looking at you as a leader. You're also going to have the article marketing, email list. So you've now got 4 different ways that you generate leads on a day-to-day basis, and that's up to now. And we're only on video 6. You've got to make sure that you have a funded proposal strategy as well, because otherwise you're never going to make any money in this industry. People that don't want to join you, you need to make sure that if they don't want to join you, they may want to join your system. That's the reason why I have a system, because it's a backup to people that don't want to join a business. The reason why I have MLSP is because I want to be a solution provider. The people that provide solutions to people on a regular basis are the ones that can properly send the right message out that they're really interested in what they're doing. Speaking personally, network marketing and recruiting becomes much more fun when people actually calling you for some information on the internet, learning what you've done on the internet by video, articles. I never had people call me until I took my business seriously about 3 or 4 years ago. I started using this attraction marketing system and the techniques that are in the system. If you want to continue to put people into your network marketing, recruitment list and funnel, you definitely need to work with people who have the hunger and desire to build a solid business relationship that forms everlasting relationships. I'm going to show you 3 things now that you should write down. What's the real process? Let's be honest. No real process stands out as one that you need to take. The only successful process that you'll ever work will be taking the initiative to take action, like I've been telling you to take in these videos. Then you start taking right steps towards success and educating yourself on ways to become a better marketer and ultimately a better networker. Look at the marketing side of it. Yes, it's big words, my friends. Marketing can stand out on so many levels in our modern time, especially for the internet objectives. Just look 10 years ago. There was countless direct mail campaigns and telemarketing that used to flood the market, ultimately saturating every single market we possibly could go into. We're probably trying to reach everyone that we couldn't reach at that point in time, which we can reach now. The evolution of market has really reached such a state that now they're called super systems that can make thousands and thousands of pounds by generating leads on go, so that you've always got cash flow and you've always got leads coming in on a day-to-day basis. By trial and error, people have over the last 10 years have gone on to make bigger and better things in marketing wise, and the offline has now come on because of the online, taking more concepts from online offline. So, the importance of networking. You need to be sure that whatever you're going to do and reach guru status in on the internet, you need to make sure that you concentrate and you master your craft. Let's look at the many millionaires that exist out there. They've all reached their spot somehow, and I'm sure it's no cheap way either. Certainly they've applied a form of networking and some sort of thing out there that's worked for them. And it really takes the fact that they've established a good relationship with the people that they work with, and that they will be developing a key to developing everlasting systems. This brings you from riches from time and time again. So remember these strategies, and remember them well, my friends, because they're very, very important. These are the strategies that will give you the perfect relationship with your leads And if you have the perfect relationship with your leads and the people in your email list and the people that you're writing articles for, the people that you're social networking with, you will build a massive team. There's no question about it. So, you've learned on part 6 now how to create everlasting relationships. I'm going to go through part 7. You'll get it tomorrow. It's about the internet and about Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to briefly go through. I'm going to give you some training on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm going to give you like a home study course that you need to take away for the next week, and you need to complete part 1 to part 7. And I'm going to give you train things so that you can learn it yourself. So thank you again for listening to part 6, and tune into part 7. You're going to get the exclusive training in part 7, which hopefully you will then start generating your own leads for your own businesses. Again, thank you very much for tuning in.